tonight's tactical enhancement is bottled by Carlsberg, I think. This afternoon we're playing Warhammer, the old world, and it's 3,000 points because it's Easter and we got time for a day game so we can actually pump it out without having to worry about going home and going to work the next day. And today I'm playing against Sean and he's looking mighty green.
We've got a a lot.
Yes.
2 units of Black Orcs.
Alright, 2 units. How many Black Orcs there?
There's just 12 in each.
12.
A couple of guys with great weapons. 4 guys with great weapons in the back rank or whatever.
12 Black Orcs looks like a big unit of Orcs.
7 big and Boar Riders with the Banner of Butchery. Mm-hmm. We've got your favourite Spider Rider.
Yes.
He's joined with spiders this week.
He's telling everyone how he's an awesome general and he keeps slaughtering the enemy armies.
Has not died yet.
That's right.
See, he runs away or he gets off the
any goblin general who survives must be brilliant. 2
Doom Divers, 5 Squeak Hoppers.
What? Are those Doom Divers? There's artillery.
These are Doom Divers artillery.
Oh, God, alright. 3
Snotling bases.
Yeah.
5 Squeak Hoppers, just naked. 2 units of 5 Wolf Riders, just with a boss and skirmishing. They're not. 3 Goblin Chariots.
Yeah, the return of the Gorka Morka.
The Night Goblins with 3 Fanatics.
Oh, shit.
Which is, it only took 1
I don't like those.
No. So regular Orcs with bows and the Spider Banners, they're poison.
Oh, Jesus. Now, I've noticed you've put them in the big 6x6 block. That's actually quite a powerful unit. Weirdly.
And
you wouldn't think so, but it is.
It's, yeah. And then we've got Savage Orcs, Big Uns, additional hand weapon, Frenzied, War Paint, and Raggedy's Red Banner, so they have weapon skill 4.
But they're there for a good time.
We'll see. Not going to last long, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I've not taken any flyers or giants. I've just gone with whatever.
Proper
and I've got
battle line.
General third.
General with the Mohawk. With a haircut like that, you start wondering if he whistles as a spear come along.
Black Orc BSB.
Oh, yep.
He's got the tapestry banners, so you can't stomp him, which actually might come in handy.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. I better bear that in mind.
Yeah, that's going to come in handy. And then he's got a 2-up, 5-up regen save. So does the BSB. Has a 2-up, 5-up regen.
I love that shield. That's mental.
Well, the shield is real shield despite every hit you do. I've taken it because it is. I do like the shield. It's actually this guy. I've been playing with him since 1990. Just to show you
get him in.
How old I am.
Get to zoom on him up close.
He's got the spiteful shield. So any rolls of a 1, you take a strength 4 hit. It's 20 points. Is that
roll of 1 if I go to hit him?
Yeah. So The thing is, if you get to re-roll your 2 hits with hatred, and you roll 3 1s, and you roll another 3 1s, that's 6 1s you've rolled during your combat. So you get 6 strength 4 hits. No AP. It's just straight off strength 4 hits. But hey,
it all adds up.
Choppy's chopper. Yeah.
Then we got this dancing feathery fellow.
So he's just level 4. He's got Allure. He's chosen his spells. Battle Magic. He's got Arcane Urgency, the Oaken Shield, and Hammerhand. Which
I get Oaken Shield, did he?
Well, of course I'm going to get him Oaken Shield out of that. I mean,
yeah, I didn't. I kept thinking, spend points on that thing where you get to choose your spells, Chris. Then I fucking forgot to do it and put points into other things. And then I didn't roll up Oaken Shield, and I went, oh, silly me.
It's good. It's okay.
Anywho,
I don't know how this is going to go. This is I'm just looking at your army.
This army is going to be massively about the biff at the end of the day. Even the spells you've taken as battle magic are about the biff. Here's this little prick at the back.
That's my fourth level mage with illusion. He's a night goblin. Going with the night goblins. So he's got itchy nuisance, so he can reduce your toughness.
You will want a bit of that, especially in combination with the poison.
He can stop you from charging. Spell with a spell. This target enemy unit becomes subject to stupid. I can make you stupid.
No, the alcohol will do that.
I don't think that's a great mind razor, which is kind of. If you fail a leadership test, it's actually not too bad. It's -3 AP, strength 4 hits if you fail your. So I mean, if I hit your knights, I could wipe out your whole knights unit.
That's nice. This is I think people like that are why I take a mage.
He's also got a banner. He's also got the item where you can reroll extra 3-inch range and can reroll 1 spell per turn.
Oh, that's effective.
Okay,
Alright.
that's it. What have you got?
What do I got? Oh, what don't I have? Aside from more giants. Okay. So I've got 2 units of 19 Chaos Warriors with hand weapon and shield. These are the big boys that I built the army to take in the first place. Then I've got 1 unit of Chosen Warriors, 20, who've got 2 hand weapons each. I've bulked out the back line with a couple of guys with shields, but they'll die on the way in. I've got 2 units of 5 big fluffers, 2 units of 10 warriors, each with full command. So not warriors, marauders. Now, that normally was just in case you took a shooty army, so I could absorb all the shot from your dwarfs or whatever, but I don't think it's going to be a big issue today. Oh, then again, those arrow boys could be a bit of a problem.
Not really.
Then what did I take? I took 2 units of 5 marauders. They're going to come in from the back line or somewhere. It's ambushes. I've given a full command in case I need to bash up anything from the rear. And I've got 2 units of Chaos Knights. One of which has an upgrade because I just had like 10 points to burn. And in fact, maybe I gave that. No, I gave an upgrade to both of them. That means that if you lose the combat against these guys, you have -1 to your leadership.
Is that the Dark
Hearts?
Hearts, the units, yeah. No,
Yeah, one of the myriad things that have turned up just recently.
It's very good. It's on the
It is, yeah.
You can also give them magic resistance for a few points.
Yeah, with that guff.
And you can actually, with the infantry, you can actually give them extra D3 battle.
Yeah. There's lots of things you can give these guys now, which is mostly for the marauder forces, but you can apply it to warriors too.
Yeah.
Now, what I should have done was not taken that shit and taken the thing that means I can choose my spells, but I was a silly person.
You'll be fine.
Anyway, I brought 2 giants. I thought that's not too excessive. I've got Thumpy with a big stone and brass club.
Yeah.
And I took the chick who's got a fucking wildebeest on her shoulders, been out hunting. And I figure, they're all rangers. It's quite possible that they're brother and sister, or then again, they may be a couple. As well. The giants, after all, who knows? They're the more civilized of the giants that I've got, but I thought I'll bring these ones today. Now, obviously, I've got the general and his manticore because, well, why not?
I agree. You should.
And then I've got...
I refrained from taking the wyvern. I just went, no, not today.
Well, mix and match. Yeah. You got a pretty solid army anyway.
Yeah.
And I've got a standard bearer and the chariot because he just looks so much better than the other standard bearer. Then I've got this chap. The lighting's iffy from this side, but he's a sparring champion. And then I've got the mage. I'm going to change positions to get a better shot of the mage because the lighting's terrible from that side. And the mage is level 3. I did have it as a level 4, but then I thought I'll get rid of those points so he can choose his spells, and then I forgot what I was doing and put those points into something else instead. But to be honest with you, the mage, half the reason you take a mage is just to be able to throw some dispels at the other army, because otherwise you just get stomped by the other mage's ability, making a level 3, so you get 24-inch bubble of doing something to slow down enemy spells. And he's buff for some shit, I think. I'd have to have a look. But that's it. That's 3,000 points. The extra 500 points above like a 2,500 point list, this is the biggest I've fielded these before, it's quite substantial. You get to bulk out quite a bit with those extra 500 points. So on that note, we will go into deployment and we'll check in after that. Alrighty then, we are deployed. 3,000 points worth of stuff. Now I've got these guys in reserve. There's 2 units that'll come in on from turn 2 and whatever, 3+ or some shit. Okay, for the Orky lines. Now, Sean saw me stacking my flank here, so he put the Night Goblins down there last. It's one of those things where we're looking at the table and Sean's saying, where the fuck am I going to put him?
Exactly.
Shit, there's so much shit here. He's got his light cavalry, well, heavy cavalry screened by light cavalry here, and more cavalry in the form of squig hoppers. On this side, some Black Hawks screened by some light cav. Doom Dogs at the back there with some snotling support.
Hey, don't like it.
A centre of some 30-odd big boys. Any characters in there?
No, just lots of old miniatures I like to use.
Oh, look at those. I'm going to do a slow pan. That is beautiful. Look at that shit.
I was... Yeah, the smallest one there, the lightest skin, was my original.
Yeah, very nice.
Savage Orc General.
Then, actually, the general's over here. Look at that. He's hiding.
No, I'm hiding over here.
Oh, it's another guy with the same shield.
2 guys with the same.
And a mohawk. Yeah. Right.
Same
okay.
Hair, sorry.
Tell me they're related.
Probably not.
So over here we got this guy. He's the general. We've got the standard bearer. Where is he?
The standard, battle standard
wizard. The laziest standard I've seen in quite a while. He's lost the fucking stand. He's just holding the stick.
Oh, it's a stick. What do you expect?
Everyone rally around the stick. You got this doofus. Oh, the big motherfucking mage. Lovely. All right. Chariot, big boys, Black Orcs, chariot. Goblin Spider Riders, which was the first unit you put down. And a very disappointed Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, because after he put down those Spider Riders, I put down a unit of heavy cavalry on that flank. I don't think he's going to like that very much.
No, Fuzzy Wuzzy is not impressed.
No. So he's intending to be the only guy that survives to run off and tell everyone how good he is.
He might not do this time.
Now, aside from the reserve and the cavalry all the way over there, which are just there as a disruptor, really. I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket. I started off by putting a couple of distracting units down, and then the infantry in the middle with some screeners, just in case that big pile of archers turned up, and they did. I got some screeners over there thinking I might put a unit behind them. Didn't in the end, because the way it was stacking up, I thought, no, I need to weight my left flank. So I ended up putting a unit here on the hill. No screener, but they're a long way away from the arrow boys. And these 2 units behind the screeners here. The centre one is the Chosen. This unit on the hill has the Mage. The unit over there has a very emotionally immature young man with a big stick and a emotional support elephant. The standard bearer, army standard, that is in the middle at the back. He'll move up as the line does, so that they don't, bounce over the top of him first chance they get. Then we've got the stacked flank. Alright, I started off by putting these infantry down here because I was hoping to distract Sean from what I might actually be up to. And I put the cavalry down. So they got 2 main ways of movement, but part of the reason I put them there is I need something that can countercharge these motherfucking boar boys. Which will probably kill my knights, actually. I reckon those boar boys can kill them pretty good. But a countercharge can kill them as well, so we might go unit for unit.
It's hard. We got furious charge, so that does help. They're not too bad. The boar boys are the cheapest troops, but they're impetuous, and the weapon skill's 3. Unfortunately, it's not. You'll hit me on 3s. I'll need 4s to hit you.
Yeah, that helps.
And it helps you. It doesn't help me. My toughness, the leadership is garbage. They're a very glass cannon unit. That's the problem.
All right, we'll see how that goes. So anyway, we've got some scrappy infantry with commands, and I'll stick around briefly. Troops behind them, giant. They're definitely a couple. And, they're at least cousins. And then we've got this fella who's got different ways of movement. He's very hard to hit back there. which is the main thing. I don't want Goblin Doom Divers landing on him just yet.
I just randomly throw something in there.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you will. And then so we've got a stacked flank and options as to what to do with it. So that brings us back to Sean's always complaining about my games table, so I made him box to roll in.
Nice, and it's nice and pink as well.
Yeah, I got no idea why I have this thing, but yeah,
I suspect this dice box will suck just as bad.
I certainly hope so.
It's a 4.
4. Well,
you got to roll a 3.
That's
a draw,
equal because I finished deploying first,
and then I roll a 4.
Ah, fuck.
Well, I'm going first.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, I guess we'll check in at the end of
We'll get rid of that box.
Orcs and Goblins. You can keep it.
You can keep that box.
We'll check in at the end of Orcs and Goblins turn 1. End of the Greenskins turn 1. Lots of manoeuvre. Not much else. These guys came barreling up around here. Over the hill with the chariots, so clearly they're coming around the flank. That's going to be interesting. Black Orc support. This bloke broke off the unit. I don't know why. Made himself a very juicy target for these guys if they could reach him, but he would just run.
I think I've stayed out of range.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. He might be doing something cunning. It's Sean, after all.
No.
And that is a very fuzzy Goblin Spider Rider over there.
Terrible model.
This lot came gallivanting up around the flank here. Pretty much what you'd expect, actually. Looks cool, though. These guys stay in the back. These guys snuck up. They're going to be a problem at some point in the game. Yes, and Sean did the movement spell out of the battle magic on these guys. Gave them a second move. They came gallivanting ahead of the rest of everybody else. That's interesting. And I liked the fact that he was doing that, so I didn't even try to stop that spell if I could have. I would need to roll 11 on 2d6 at extreme range. That's about it. Anything else of note?
No, I think everything else is pretty.
So open shield on them. I don't know what you think I'm going to do to them.
It's just, I might as well cast it.
It only lasts for a turn, and I got nothing that can hit him.
Wow.
I could throw some dogs at him maybe, but that's not going to...
It doesn't matter. It's fine. I don't know if you have magic missiles. Presume you do. If you want to target it, you're not going to target it now.
No, I don't have any magic missiles now that you mention it. Anywho, on that note, we'll switch over to turn 1 for the Angry Boys, and we'll check in after that. Right, end of a very confused turn 1 for the Chaos Warriors. There's a few things we've done. We moved these guys up. I was going to try and get them in the way of the Wolf Riders so they couldn't charge these. That didn't entirely work, but they're there. And I moved the Giants up behind them. There's reasons for that. And I moved the cavalry around the flank. It's going to be relevant in turns to come, not very relevant right now. Beat Mr. Big Gribbly. He's holding back a moment. He may be needed on this flank, but there's nowhere for him to go. It's premature to put him anywhere right near any of this shit. Well, it might be nice to chase off chariots and things, but I've got plans for that. I'll move the cavalry up. I wouldn't be surprised if this little prick tries to charge him. That would be hilarious. But either way, the cavalry is going to move around to start dealing with this lot in the tush or in the flank. It may keep the Black Hawks out of the fight. I will have a problem where I didn't think to move these back to hide from the chariot, the Goblin chariot. Yeah, they may end up having their 30 guys get chased off by a chariot. Then I'll have a chariot at my backside. That's a nuisance. But again, I'll worry about that later. In the meantime, I've got this unit moved up under the cover of these fluffers, because there is a bunch of fucking poison arrow shooters over there. And these guys moved up under the cover of these blokes. Again, awful lot of poison arrow shooters over there. And then we moved these guys up. But I couldn't move them up as much as I'd like, because if I did that, I'd expose them to a flank charge from these guys, which isn't a big deal. But I don't want them mucking me around for too long. I mean, I'd win on combat res, but then there's a standard bearer, might be within range, and who knows what else. So I've just moved them up a bit, and it's okay to hold him back. They're far enough forward, they're not going to run off the table out of any panic tests or anything. But yeah, those are positioned there so that, just to stop them being a nuisance more than anything else. And then I've got this guy holding back, so he can still be within the bubble for the standard bearer. But I don't want him getting into that fight until he's ready to get in on his own terms. So really it's just manoeuvre for position for later. There's other things I could have done. I could have done movement spells, move things up further, but most units are actually outside of the range relevant for that, and I don't really need it at this juncture. So yeah, a whole lot of faffing about just in case. What did I try? I was going to do Curse of Cowardly Flight on these guys, then Sean told me that they're immune to it.
Well, they're frenzy.
So I just would have pushed them back 2 inches, which would make absolutely zero difference to what's then going to happen in the fight. So it would just be putting my mage at risk for no benefit. So that's it, I think. It's quite a lot of manoeuvre, not much else going on. So over to the greenskins now. Let's see what Sean does to me in turn 2. End of greenskins turn 2, and it was a turn of so many things that were almost but not quite. Let's see, over here, this guy managed to restrain himself from charging into the face of these guys. Not what I really wanted to happen, but probably for the best that he scarpered the fuck out of the way. So now these poor terrified... I mean, look, if you live in this village, just down the street, there's whatever the fuck goes on in that thing. And now, of all the other horrors of the old world, there's this nasty little snot-nosed fucker riding an enormous, like, 6 foot tall fucking hairy spider running through the middle of your village. You wouldn't be happy.
Could be better than the Chaos guys coming through, maybe.
True.
Maybe.
Then again, it might just be another Tuesday. Who the fuck knows?
Tuesday. It might be Tuesday.
What else happened? A whole bunch of chariots went for these guys for some reason, so they fled. These guys are chasing after them. He actually crashed into the unit of fluffers that was in front of this unit. Killed 2. Did nothing much in return. They ran. So he crashed into these guys. That's interesting. Now this lot charged these 10 fellas here, who straight away fled. And they weren't the only thing charging him. These goblins were charging him too. So they bounced over the top. So these goblins were charging. That's why they're stuck in a weird looking place. Then the Doom Divers got to work. And the first one landed square on this thing and did maximum damage. That was most annoying.
Yay.
Then the second one landed square on this thing and rolled a 1 to wound. Thank fuck for that. Or it might have been out of both a chariot and a fucking...
BSB.
BSB. Yeah, that would have been bad.
No, I disagree.
Although, to be fair, you did as much damage as you should have done, statistically averagely, if you hit it twice. So you had a good run on that. Then the other Selena started. Over here, there was a good fight. He bumped off 3 of my big boys. I bumped off 2 of his in return. There's no characters in this. One of my guys got killed was the champion, unfortunately. That was a bit sad. But they had initiative because they were on the charge. I think I get the initiative next turn. That'll be good.
Yes. No, you fell back in good order. So you fell back 2 inches counts as a charge for me.
Oh, well, I'll just have to charge him in the flank then, won't I?
So,
then, over here, these orc ball boys charged his cavalry. And we all rolled a bit shithouse. But Sean rolled even more shithouse than I did, by quite a significant margin, actually. That was pretty terrible. So I've got a few more knights there than I ought to have, although my morals rolls are pretty crap. Our champions skewered each other.
yes.
That was hilarious.
Yes.
We got pushed back 2 inches.
Yeah.
So that's all.
fine.
That's all right.
It's all right. We can
It is all right. Okay. So anything else of note this turn?
I had to remind you. Got to no.
Off you go. Turn 2 for you.
All right. Turn 2
Ambushes.
for that's right. And I've got to do my rolls. I did rolls for my characters on the Gaze of the Gods, and they all actually came up rather well last
Yeah,
turn.
you did. They came up pretty good, I thought.
So we'll do that again. Anyway, on to turn 2, Chaos Warriors. End of Chaos Warriors turn 2. God, 2 melee armies going at each other's turn 2 and this shit fight already. I'm trying to win this game on maneuver. It's kind of working. First thing that happened is we rallied all of our fleeing chaps. These guys just turned around. Because in the off chance that these guys fell back, I wanted to leave room behind them to stop whereas if I'd maneuver these guys in a more useful position, like say facing that way, ranked up 2 ranks deep, with off chance these guys fucked off, they would have gone right off the table. So that's why they're not in a great position for next turn. So these guys were locked in combat. We charged that chariot in. We charged these infantry in on the flank. Smashed the utter shit out of these guys, and they fucked off. They ran really well. They rolled 9 inches. I did not catch them because you got to roll up to where they actually are. And they bounced over the top of this unit, and they bounced over the top of that chariot. If it had just been a rolling better, my chariot would have collected them, but no. Now I move these guys around. Give these chariots here something to play with. And I've got, I've just doubled them up just to play a bit of leapfrog. They're really not doing anything useful, these guys. I don't have anything much to do with them. I did roll to bring on my reserves. I rolled snake eyes for that, so the Marauder Cavalry are fucking about, doing whatever it is they do, probably getting shit-faced. We rolled to buff our characters, the aspiring champion, this guy. Then I got +1 weapon skill. Got +1 toughness for a bit as well. Let's see, the chariot has now got permanently +1 strength and leadership. He's got +1 initiative for a bit, or something for a bit, doesn't matter. The mage has got +1 weapon. He's got +2 weapon skill on the mage. He's now a weapon skill 7 mage. Now the general, he was on +1 toughness before. You did get an extra +1 toughness for a turn. But the drama he's got is that he rolled a 1 originally, and I only got out of that by having the reroll for the Eye of the Gods. I've now expended that, so I have to remind myself not to try that again. Now these guys here crashed into the flank of the Boar Boys, smashed them. I failed to restrain for these cavalry, so they actually chased them off the board. They'll come back next turn. These giants moved up. The whole reason for moving them up is to put them in the way of these Black Orcs charging these guys in the flank. So these guys, because these two chased that thing, these guys were unable to move at all. They're basically stuck. What else? This lot had a fight with the chariot. Chased it off. Where the fuck did it end up? Oh no, it fell back.
It fell back in good order, fell back 3 inches.
Yeah, there it is. And we followed up to catch it. It rolled really well because the general and the army standard bearer are still there. That's why it didn't just fuck off. Killed 2 guys. We took a wound off of it. Partly because this guy was out in the flank there on the edge and he couldn't get a good wallop at it.
And you rolled crap.
Bit of that. We moved these guys up, hopefully out of charge range of Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy here. I don't really want him getting in the way. But because Sean had moved his light cav up before, I couldn't just go gallivanting into somebody's flank. That's fine, that's what he had planned. So they'll just play funny buggers with each other for a bit. What else? Oh yeah, he did a spell. It caused these guys to panic and run off for a turn. They'll rally in a minute. But that cleared the way for this unit to crash into the Savage Orcs, instead of having to crash into the skirmishers and then mucking around for a turn. If that hadn't happened, the Savage Orcs might have stuck around, because they would not have been outnumbered 2 to 1. They wouldn't have taken as many casualties. It would have been a very different fight. I also managed to get the hammer hand off. That killed a couple.
Killed 3.
Killed two with the hammer hand. But the flank charge did a good job, I have to say. Didn't do any movement spells. I was already pretty much in the fight.
No, it's not.
Didn't need them. So that's that. That's Chaos Warrior turn 2. Oh, and I moved this guy up a bit. But I'm not quite sure where to put him yet. I don't really need him in the fight yet, and I don't want to commit him somewhere where he's just going to get bogged down and not achieve anything. So I'm just going to wait till there's a break in the line or somewhere I can really bash hard.
As you wish.
But I'm a couple of turns off from that. And I don't really want to charge that fucking shit show because there are 3 bloody ball and chain fanatics in there. Got to think about what to do about that. It's a bit of a problem.
Come closer, my precious.
Well, somebody's going to have to. Might be them. Short straw territory, that. But anyway, it's enough of me waffling on. Over to the greenskins for turn 3. End of turn 3, greenskins. Okay, so This lot, both of these charged into these guys at point blank range. Didn't get the scythes because they were too close, but they did get initiative buffs. Killed off 3, didn't do a damn thing in return. We rolled 7, which is just enough because I'd lost casualties. If I'd not lost casualties, then I would have been off the table because I had lost casualties with just scraping into the table there. And they followed up into these guys who now got their asses handed to them next turn, which will be my turn. Don't again, maybe I'll charge. What else happened? These guys were in a fight against a chariot. I think we killed it, just.
Yeah, I know, that was sad.
I know. Well, we can always have a go at them next. Focus, come on. Fuzzy Wuzzy could get line of sight to these guys, so he charged. In the backside, killed one. And because he's up and oh yeah, that's right, I rolled 10 dice in the total. No, 9 dice total to try and hit him, and every single one fucking whiffed. Now, we won't complain about that because of the other fun things that happened. Over here in the melee, these guys charged in a whole bunch of arrow boys with the front line for characters. Bashed the shit out of my chosen guys who fled, even on the reroll. But
It's still there.
because the chariot was right next to them from the previous pursuit, and because he charged fucking wolf riders into my flank, directly in between the chariot and these guys, in what I can only describe as the arsiest charge of all time. Actually, no, it's not the arsiest charge of all time. It's a bit arsy, but it's not the arsiest. But what it basically meant is they stimmied each other because the chariot was in the way. So these guys got to run without being pursued by either unit, and the goblins overran into the chariot rather than the arrow boys overrunning into the chariot. So that's crazy. Leaves these guys in a wacky position. The Black Orcs charged one of the giants because one of the giants was further forward than the other one, which is stupid. No, it wasn't stupid. I did that specifically to stop the Black Orcs from charging this unit.
And I was going to make her itchy nuisance and drop her toughness down so I could wound her.
That's right. So
I rolled double 1.
this little fucker here, he's got no business messing with a polite young lady, cast itchy nuisance on her, and I'd like to say he got what he deserved, because, you know, a young fellow should never do an itchy nuisance to a young lady. But as is so often the way, he miscast like a mad bastard, dropped a strength 10 template all over his boys, the big one.
Killed 6 of them.
Killed 6 of them, and then when it came to wounding him, rolled a 1, like
Yes.
every good fucking mage does whenever that template shit happens.
Yep.
So that was hilarious. Then this magic user prick over here, wherever he is it's the one with the feathers on his head. He tried to do a spell. He miscast as well.
And then I cast another spell, and I rolled 12, and you rolled 13 to stop it from getting off.
That's right. You rolled a 10 on the dice. I rolled 11 on the dice. That was hilarious.
Would have stopped your giant from charging this turn. Miasmic
Miasmic Mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all told, I have to
Very
say
lucky asshole.
you had one of the most hilarious magic phases I've seen in quite a goodly while.
Yeah, it was good. 2 miscasts.
Yeah. So now we got crazy shit going on all over the fucking place. And on that note, we shall move over to the Chaos Warriors, turn 3. End of turn 3 for the Chaos Warriors. It's only turn 3. Alright, the lines are starting to sort themselves out again after the last turn's kerfuffle. Now, we tried to make a unit Scarpa. Can't remember what happened there, must have been stopped. Did rally some stuff. No shooting to speak of. I moved these guys up to cock block this lot. And I've moved some cavalry up behind. I suspect what will happen is that the ball and chain fanatics will come out and get them, which is not great. But I couldn't march them, and they only turned up here. They got a movement of 7, so I thought, well, I don't want to get charged in the flank. I'll just move up a little bit, ready to do whatever I've got to do. This lady here charged into the Black Orcs. The goblins and the chariot fought. The goblin wolf riders died, of course, but I decided to overrun into the archers. Otherwise, they just charge into me and clean me up next turn. This way I get some impact hits first. Rallied these guys. Reformed these guys because they couldn't do anything else. Moved that guy up at the clappers thinking I might get past the Black Orcs and have a go at those war machines. Didn't happen. Move this guy over here because I need him over here to be effective in later turns of the game. Again, there was nowhere to go. I mean, I could have charged him into them, I suppose, but that would have been a fucking pointless exercise. I can always fly him over there, but chasing war machines when I've got 2 giants going that way seemed a bit stupid. These guys had a really good brawl. A couple of casualties here and there. They fell back a little bit. Fuzzy Wuzzy challenged my champion and bashed him up. Because he's still fighting in the back. He's suffice to say, he's annoying the shit out of them. He's now killed 2 of those knights. He's fucking hero, that fella. So he's going to tell everyone later.
Spider-Man.
Over here, there was a bit of a fight. I charged some dogs in who did a grand total of knocking 1 wound off of this chariot. This chariot overran what was left of the fluffers because there was a unit of 3 that were in combat and I charged another 3 in. They're all gone now. Both of my 30-point units. Such a loss. And this guy overran and stopped there. Okay, this one's actually not there. He's off the table. That's just where he's going to come back. Reform these guys to move up here to try and make themselves useful against chariots at some point. Assuming they don't just run around behind. That's the sort of thing Sean would do. In fact, it's the sort of thing I would do.
I would do that, yes.
Yes. Oh, and then one of my units and marauders came on. The other ones are still at the pub. I thought about bringing them on around there because they could make a nuisance of themselves, but I reckon I'm going to have to... I reckon interior lines of movement to try and get a flank charge on somebody might be a relevant thing at some point. Could be wrong about that. End of turn for Orcs and Goblins. Interesting one. After all the whining about magic, he rolled up a storm this turn.
Yay!
It's your nuisance on this fellow.
Made no difference.
No, you got... We'll talk about that in a moment. Confounding convocation. So these guys have got stupid. And miasmic mirage on this guy, so he can't march or charge. So that's not great. Let's see. This guy came running around here. He turned back up and just turned around to make himself annoying. What else? The Spider Riders charged into the flank of these chaps. That went about as well as you'd expect, because they couldn't resist. And these guys barreled into the knights that are no longer there for fairly obvious reasons. He's going to take all the credit, though, naturally.
Oh, well, I killed 3 of them.
We did, actually. By running it behind and stabbing in the back, well, they're going, what the fuck?
The backstabber blade with rerolls and reroll wounds.
That's running around doing nothing in particular. Those didn't shoot for some reason.
Didn't they shoot?
No, I only just realised.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, that's weird.
Should I shoot now?
No.
Thanks.
No, fuck off.
Why?
Nope. It's because it's my turn. You don't get to shoot in my turn. These guys... Okay, so these guys coughed up...
Bit mean. You distracted me.
I make allowances, but come on, it's the next turn.
It's a friendly game. Toy soldiers.
So this...
So it's not a friendly game. Toy soldiers. Okay.
You can only do so much. Anyway, so this guy coughed up another fucking fanatic who went through these guys and bumped off, 2 of them. That was annoying. This fanatic rolled randomly, just happened to go exactly into my giant and not hit anything else, and bumped her off. That was fucking annoying.
Woohoo!
In this fight over here, the Black Orcs went in, so did the
Squeak hoppers. We won combat just, but you killed a lot of guys.
You did. I killed 4 of the Squeak hoppers with my stomps, which was alright. I killed 2 of the Black Orcs with hits, because you're rolling up really well for your armour on those guys.
I made 2 saves.
Yeah, 2 saves this fight, but in the previous fights they were rolling up lots of saves too.
3 up armour save is good.
Yeah, that's been working for you. And the Giants lost 4 wounds. That's not great, but he's only in combat with the Squeak Hopper now because these guys, for some reason, didn't want to fight him. Can't imagine why. So this thing which had charged into that last turn, Sean declared a challenge. Took a wound off my guy. I actually did wound the general, but he's got lots of things to keep him going, so it bounced off. Oh, well, whatever. Something stopped it. Yeah. I did a couple of impact hits, but that's hardly going to be noticed in this fucking massive shit. Over there, that collectively bashed up the remaining knights. My knights have done a terrible job today. I'm more worried about this fight here. I had 10 marauders, threw them in, had weapon shield, light armor combo, thinking, I'm going to be outnumbered. It's going to be a bit of a problem. But we both rolled pretty mediocre for casualties. And I lost, but I only lost by a little bit, like 1 or 2. Then I rolled absolutely a dog's breakfast bullshit and fucked right off, and then got overrun.
You rolled 11.
No, I didn't need much. I only needed to roll, I don't know, I think maybe 8. That would have been enough. But no, I rolled 11. So that was disappointing. I was hoping to keep that lot busy for a little while. And then in this biff, still going, still not managing to kill these motherfuckers. I've been at it all goddamn day. Not helped by the fact that these guys came charging in. But I just pushed them back 2.
Yep.
Killed a bunch, pushed them back 2. I don't know where we are on points in this game, but I have to say I keep bashing things up and winning fights and still not fucking chasing them off.
You got more dead than me.
Yeah.
I start off more with you than more than you.
I do have a lot of dead, actually, to be honest. It's pretty shit. But mostly because I'm locked in these goddamn combats where they just won't fucking break.
Yay.
So anyway, on that note, we'll go over to Chaos Warriors turn 4, see what we can do. End of turn 4, Chaos Warriors. An interesting turn. Not perfect, but it'll do. We got rid of the stupidity, or at least we passed it, and then we managed to dispel the spell, so it's not still on them. We did roll up some extra buffs, and guess what we made? Who ended up stupid? That guy. He ended up stupid, just as well as in combat. In fact, he rolled 1, I used the reroll and got another 1. This fucker just can't catch a break. He had a shit game last game too. We maneuvered him. Couldn't do much else. Fortunately, the whirling dervish missed. I'm sure there'll be another one along shortly. Over here, we just clobbered the remaining fellow my lad. I forgot to reform my giant into the better position, but too bad. It's the end of the turn. I charged these guys in. I maneuvered these guys into a pretty good spot, then I used the spell to maneuver them into an even better spot. These guys, I tried to charge into this. I needed a 6 on one of the dice, but I didn't get it. They stood and shot, didn't do anything. This fella can neither march nor charge, and his movement was reduced, so I moved him just outside of the charge arc of this thing and put him more than 2 inches behind these guys, so if that fucking thing comes charging in, it probably won't be able to get him. And then he will that will possibly charge them. He might charge them, actually. He might get that. Yeah, that could be a nice mean thing to do. This lot charged the fleeing spider riders and killed them or reformed, because Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy's probably going to see them as a juicy target. Then this lot bashed up the what are they? The savage orcs who fled. Just I still haven't fucking killed them, because even though I rolled higher, they bounced over the Black Hawk unit. So we crashed into the Black Hawk unit, and we'll fight them now, I suppose, which should be an interesting fight.
Yeah.
Thank fuck I've got a character in there.
So they rally on a 1, double 1.
Because they're below. Right.
But they don't count as fleeing, not destroyed because the game's...
Until they go, yeah. So we're probably going to get one more turn in. I can't think of anything else particularly. I didn't do anything else particularly exciting this turn. Buffed a couple of characters. I think the maids are slightly buffed. This guy's slightly buffed. None of it's making a difference to the game. That's it. Over to Greenskins, turn 5. End of turn 5 for the Greenskins, and after Sean bitching and moaning about his dice all fucking game, I just got smashed on a bunch of shitty dice rolls. So, not helped by the fact that this guy charged up the arse of my standard bearer and smashed him. That was the main problem, actually.
It was itchy nuisance.
Yeah, and he got itchy nuisance off.
And took 3 toughness off him.
So he got a whole bunch of spells off, which was really annoying. Again.
You stopped some.
Yeah, not much. And then, let's see, in the fight over here, I rolled up a whole lot of fuck all, but fortunately Sean didn't roll too well. That was a tie. Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy charged into these guys, bumped off 2, but then we did some wounds back to him. We had an amazing array of dice there.
You did.
Then he fucked off. We chased after him, so we used our spears in a moment, try and finish the job. Over here, this thing banged into these guys. Didn't do very much.
No, did nothing.
Did a wound, he fell back, we chased him. Unfortunately, we can't change formations, that's annoying. But they are there, so that'll fix that.
Snotlings never
These
killed your
little
giant?
fuckers, I had no idea how many dice. He's throwing 6 dice,
The
6
ballistic
shots.
skill 2, strength 2.
No, it doesn't matter. It's the number of dice. The 6s, he needs 6s to do anything.
Yeah.
So he rolled 18 fucking dice from those 3 bases of Snotlings, which just seems incorrect to me.
It's crazy.
I'm going to have to look that up later, because I reckon you might have cheated.
I might have.
Anyway,
that's-
you might have.
I
Yeah.
might have.
The 18 fucking dice and 3 stands of Snotlings just seems a little excessive.
It might be 5.
It might be D6 at best.
Did one wound.
Yeah, they did 1 wound, which gives him a couple of points, but still, that's pretty shit. Then, this fucking thing here,
Let's see.
he banged into my guys and pulled every ass move that he could possibly do. Issued a challenge to with my champ. Then he decided to throw everything he could onto my mage to try and kill the mage. Then I just rolled a whole lot of dog shit. And Sean's rolls weren't spectacular, but they weren't shit. Mine were absolutely fucking appalling. Topped off with a really bad leadership test, and we left the board.
You were outnumbered 2 to 1.
Yeah, that was the thing.
You
We
lost it by enough that.
But to be honest with you, the only reason I was outnumbered 2 to 1 was because you rolled well and I rolled absolutely fucking flabbergasting bullshit. I think I did, what, a wound? 2 wounds or something?
Yeah, you did a wound.
Yeah, out of a whole fucking messed up unit, plus a mage tossing out, but a buffed up mage.
You're
with extra
absorbing all my
strength.
bad dice rolls.
Yeah,
Good
that
table.
was staggering.
That
Look,
was-
shit happens. It was a good game up until that happened.
And
So
then we ran down and caught your.
yeah, the
With
Black
Warband,
Hawks did
we
it.
re-rolled and rolled a 9. It was 9 inches. It was hard to get, but I managed to roll 9 on the
Yeah.
second dice roll.
So I'm gonna have a think about what I can actually do to.
You can charge the Snotlings. They're hungry.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work a treat.
Stand and shoot.
Look, we'll just have to fight out turn 5 for the Chaos Warriors, but I'm going to say I was robbed unless I win, in which case it serves you right. End of turn 5 for the Chaos Warriors, and I rolled a complete load of whiffity whiff and didn't even hit a fucking thing with this unit. I may have hit something and not wounded it, but it was total nothing. Over here we did absolutely nothing to this guy, despite having charged him with spears and clippity-cloppities. So of course he turned around and killed some. Over here we sorted out a chariot, no big deal. I thought I'd charge a knight into them just for shits and giggles, because let's face it, I was fucking losing anyway. Missed, of course, with both the horse and the rider. I don't think they actually did anything bad to me, just fled.
But you fled.
And then this guy I charged him for shits and giggles, and Sean was kind enough to fight against him with his wounded general. And then, well, I certainly didn't win the combat, put it that way.
You only just killed him, too. It was.
Yeah, only barely. I rolled shit. Basically, the last 2 turns of the game, my army decided to fall apart. So Sean's won by quite a significant amount. It's not quite 2 to 1, but it's a fucking fair bit. And to be honest with you, it almost entirely, in fact, it does entirely come down to that unit with the mage fucking off right there.
You never
That's-
got into combat.
Who's that?
That mage, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
how much was
no, my mage was in combat. I just rolled really fucking piss poor that turn. And yours was average, but
Oh, pretty
then I rolled really poor.
You rolled really high.
I mean, look, it was a game of silly dice. You had some astoundingly bad turns and some astoundingly good turns.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the astoundingly bad turns for me were the last 2. The previous ones were all right, actually. I can't complain. So, shit happens. Greenskins won. I'm not happy about that. I was hoping to have a glorious victory with my fucking enormous army. Instead, I have a glorious casualty pile. Look at that.
Yes.
Don't count them. They're the guys I keep fucking forgetting to bring on the table, because their job is to turn up and start throwing axes at the back of chariots. But I forgot. But I don't think the 60 points really would have swung the game one way or the other.
Possibly.
Yeah.
This is correct.
Although you did have a glorious moment where you stopped that guy from charging him right when I needed him to charge.
Oh,
And
that spell.
Yeah, because he was going to go into those arrow boys along with some other chaps, and that would have swung that combat and had you really quite badly mauled. But no, we fucked that up.
It's not an easy spell to cast either. It's
No. I mean, the
It's a
magic
10.
magic played quite a big role for you guys. Not so much for mine.
well, you stopped a lot of good. You stopped a lot of the magic.
Yeah, I
going
did,
in.
but you also did some pretty crazy stuff with yours.
It did what it. Well, that's the reason. Yeah, I know, because it makes a huge difference when it gets off.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Arcane Urge and Oak and Shield off like before and it's like that was handy. And then I completely It didn't work later.
I'm annoyed that I bashed the shit out of one unit of big boys from here to here to here to here to here to here. Bang, 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 bang. They wouldn't fucking die and they wouldn't flee till the very end. And even then, only got 25% because they didn't bugger off the end of the table.
They fled twice and they got away each time because other guys were in the way.
Yeah, that rule about being able to just hop over the top of other units when you flee is getting really quite annoying.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I got to take a panic check. If depends. And if I'm Black Orcs, I don't care about anybody else. And I could end up fleeing as well. So it's, yeah, sure, but you saw what happened with the dragon. I rolled 10 and then my whole big block ran off. I mean, the same thing can happen here.
That was different. The only reason I charged this guy into a unit was in the hope that maybe you'd roll like a 10 and then fuck off the table. Although you'd have to do that twice because you've got an army standard bearer in there.
Well, that's exactly, and that's what happens is... this is why we play. It does stupid things like that.
Mad stuff happens.
Can happen, and it's
and does frequently.
I thought the army worked reasonably well.
Which one? Yours or mine?
Mine.
Yeah, no, yours did what it was there to do. It was fine. And for most of the game, we were having a really good fight, actually.
Actually, it was really cool. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going on.
It was only at the end where a cluster of dice just went spectacularly in all sorts of weird, unfortunate directions.
Well, I knew I had to... it's very hard to kill your bricks, because it's like...
Well, it's right back at you, man. I didn't destroy any of your units despite smashing them with some really heavy stuff.
You smashed... No, you pretty much reduced the big uns to 6 from 30.
Yeah.
The Savage Orcs.
I mean, these Black Orcs are down to 3, but I just didn't have enough left to kill them, mostly because I forgot to turn that guy. That was a mistake that cost me.
Thank God you didn't, because that would have... That's won the game for me, because you didn't. And, you had to run through a fanatic. I think that scared you off.
No, it wasn't that. I just forgot to turn them. It was a mistake. Because we were rushing like crazy. We were forgetting things like rally rolls and things.
Like shooting my Doom Divers.
Yeah, you've got your Doom Divers one turn. I forgot to do him. A few other odds and ends. There's some other stuff we could have done smarter. This really is a game that when you've got two people that actually know what they're doing, sort of, it usually comes down to who makes the most mistakes.
Yeah.
My army actually did what it was supposed to do most of the time until the end.
What?
No, I was having a great time for a long time.
Spider-Man, once again, hero of the day.
See, you did... I mean, my knights were pathetic.
No, your knights are okay. You just met Spider-Man in the rear.
Oh, that guy was rolling crazy, and my knights over here were just very badly falling apart. They did get with each nuisance and then a goblin fanatic. Anyway, what have we learned?
I'm trying to think. My brain's a bit fried. Dice. Your table sucks. Take 4 rolling dice.
That's why I got you a box and you didn't bloody use it.
Oh, pink box. That's probably worse. Let's see. That was a very long and...
It was hard work.
That was hard work. It was... we're both playing big infantry blocks, and that's very, very difficult to...
See, none of my big... Well, I had 3 big infantry blocks, and the only one that cracked was on a wacky-ass dice roll. The other big infantry block is here, and that one's actually doing alright for itself, especially given what it took on.
Well, yeah. Well, Spider-Man was coming around next turn, so you were dead. You know that.
That's what he tells everybody at the pub. I was going to get them other lads, and then somebody called out dinner.
Dinner.
I'm actually quite disappointed with what happened to my army in the end, but it went from being a great fight to a bit of a wet squib at the end.
Yeah, look, this is how we win it, is breaking and outnumbering 2 to 1, and that's the trick, is getting the 2 to 1, and it's rather difficult.
It is a powerful thing to do. I don't have any horde armies, which makes the 2 to 1 very difficult to achieve. I can sometimes do it with lots of rank and file dwarf.
And that's where you need magic to reduce people's leadership.
Yeah.
Or you take Dark Hearts like you did with the things, although it never came in handy.
Yeah, they never fucking won.
Because it never won, yes. That's
I reckon I may have won against your... I did win against one batch of guys, but they didn't really have any consequential effect for the game.
You killed the Boar Boys pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But they're expendable. They're 180 points, and they're the best points value, but
The knights are about 160 something, and they're expendable too. They're there to have an effect, not to be the game winners. The rank and file is supposed to win the game, along with the giants.
The deployment wasn't bad. Your giants.
I had an idea of what to do with the giants, but it was wrong, to be honest with you. I set my giants off on the flank to be Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and gang up on things. And not only did I fail to do it because I overestimated what one giant can do to Black Orcs. If that guy charged the Black Orcs, that would have been a whole different story.
Well, you did charge. I charged you. Then you didn't charge the second time.
When I charged with the female giant, I should have charged him in as well. That would have changed the outcome of the game, but I fucked that up. But yeah,
no, Snotlings might have got in and killed you. I might have dropped 2 fanatics in and
look, many if buts and maybes, but the things we can control.
Yeah.
If I decided to gang up with the giants against the Black Orcs and send him in as well, in all likelihood, it would have swung things very badly.
No.
Well, you always say that.
No, I don't. I don't think we can. I think.
I mean, counterfactual is always a bit silly because there's so many dice can go different
the
directions.
Doom Divers could have maybe splattered him. And
yeah, they could have done something. Somebody else could have done something.
With enough things are very dangerous, by the way.
With enough sixes, anything can happen.
Exactly.
And we found out that Sean was rolling 6 dice per Snotling stand instead of 5.
No, my bad.
No, it wasn't a big deal at the end of the day. But I should have gone back to doing what I normally do, which is trying to combo charge a giant and an infantry block at the same time or something.
Well, that's what I do with mine.
And I tried something different to see what would happen. And not only did I not do it properly, but it wasn't as effective. In fact, if I'd done it properly, it might have been effective, but we'll never know. On that note, it's late. I've got to feed the family.
And I'm going home, and I got a long drive. Oh.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all the things that help the algorithm, because fuck knows it needs it these days, because there's some wanker talking about how he's an alpha male who's getting more clicks than I am. Oh, by the way, something will pop up, another video or something. Click on that. It tells the algorithm that you really do care and you want to see more of this shit. But for now, it's time to call it a night.